Hi,
Yeah, hi.
how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. What about you?
Yeah, I'm great. And now I can see that a huge background behind you. So, how did you get that background? And there must be a story, and I would like to listen it, but later on.
Okay, yeah.
But if you want
Yeah,
to
there is
tell,
no any story.
no, but if you want to tell me,
Sorry.
if you want to tell me in a short, so you can tell. I mean, how did you learn this
Uh,
creativity?
no, there is no as such a story. Actually, my background wasn't that good, so I thought I should change my background. So I randomly take this picture because it's since it's my office laptop, so I didn't had any picture. So I found this one and I put it.
But it looks beautiful.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's
Thank
start with our today's topic, and that is mental health. So,
you. Yeah.
mental health is something nowadays people talk about that, but this is not the story always. So, we like health is something everybody is aware and everybody talks about, but we focus more on to physical health, correct? And
Yeah.
we
Yes. Yes.
ignore, you can say, to talk about mental health. But nowadays people have taken this initiative and it is good. But I want to know from your side, what do you see? How do you see this mental health? I'm not getting
Good.
your voice. Yeah.
I'm not getting your. Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Okay. Clearly, you can hear me, right?
I can hear you, but I'm getting my own echo, right now.
Uh, it might be
Yeah,
from
it is
your
clear
side.
now. It is clear now. Yes.
Okay.
So, my
Okay.
question is that how do you see this mental health?
Okay. So, mental health is just normal as we look up, means um, as we view as a physical health, it's just like that, nothing like serious. But since people don't avoid talking about it, so it's little bit serious issue, we can say that.
Hmm.
The physical injury we can see, but the mental health or mental injury, no one can see that. And mm, you know emotional side no one can see. So
Hmm.
we have to talk about it and we have to show them that we are having this problem and we are in trouble. So only that can solve your problem. I think that way.
Hmm. Hmm. Correct. Correct. So I agree with
Yeah.
you that it's absolutely normal. Like the
Yeah.
way we take our physical health, similarly we should take this mental health. But
Yes.
here I must say that stigma, there is a stigma associated with it, and it has been
Yes.
going
Right.
on for so long. So
Yeah.
there are two things I would like to tell you, that sometimes symptoms are not visible and people cannot understand. But sometimes, even though symptoms are visible, even though people tend to ignore those symptoms and they have several names to call those symptoms, but they just deny to accept that yes, this is a mental illness and we need to accept this, we need to acknowledge. And
Yes.
what I feel is like, this is something at some point of time mostly people face in their life at any point of time.
Yes. Yes.
But because of the social, pressure, I could say, people
Yes.
don't want to talk about that, right?
Yes,
So,
right. Yeah.
first of all, okay, well, let's try to understand that what is mental health. Okay, what is mental health?
Okay.
If I tell you, if I ask, what is mental? in your own words.
Okay, so mental illness is basically you don't feel like talking to someone and you feel low, and then you feel depressed. Small thing you small thing lead to anxiety, and it's a emotional and physical. It's an emotional and physical. Uh, you
Yes.
know, it's a emotional and physical activity involved in it, the way you behave, the way you act, and
Mm-hmm.
in mental illness there are some symptoms, so you feel very depressed in small about small thing, and uh, you avoid being socialized. You isolate yourself. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the mental illness.
Mm-hmm. So these are
Yeah.
symptoms you're talking about, that those who are facing this mental illness, they have such
Yeah.
kind of symptoms, right? But
Yes.
if I tell you that what is mental health, simply you are talking about mental illness. Okay. If
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
So mental health is something we need to talk first. I mean, this is something we
Hmm.
should aware that what is mental health. If we talk
Okay.
that
Okay.
what is mental health, then after we can talk about mental illness. That okay, this is mental illness. This is your mental health, and you need to manage this health like we manage our physical health, right? We
Yeah.
eat
Yeah. Yes.
properly, we sleep properly,
Yes.
we do things as per our body. So this is how we
Yes.
maintain our physical health. If we face any kind of trouble related to our body, immediately we seek for doctor, right? We visit to
Yes.
doctor. But
Yes.
what is mental health? So first thing is that mental health is something like, uh, mental well-being of somebody, and the ability to cope up with stress of life. We have different kind of stress in life. It can be anything like work stress, right? Those who become parents newly, they have different kind of stress, parenting stress,
Yes.
financial
Yes.
stress, social stress. So there are different kind of stress, and some people face trouble in their life changes, huge changes. So these things can give you a kind of stress, and when people are able to handle those stress, okay, they know what their ability, how
Yes.
how much work they can do, or what kind of things they can do. And they, when they have well work and good life, good work. Okay, so this is a mental health, the ability to cope up with stress and maintain your
Yes.
work life balance. This is mental health.
Yes.
When the negative things come in your life, okay, a condition, when mental, when you have negative effects, and that effects impact your act, the way you act, the way you think, the way you feel, okay, enormously.
Yeah.
Little bit, everybody have little problem, like when you
Yeah.
if I force you to go to the stage, maybe you have some kind of nervous, okay,
Yes.
anxiety to face that stage. So this is not a mental health issue, okay, this is not a mental illness, it's very obvious. But when you face
Yes.
these kind of things in severe manner, that is called mental illness. So this is something
Yes.
we need to understand, that okay, this is mental health, we have good mental health, and now this is a mental illness and we are facing mental illness. So you have talked about symptoms like anxiety, right? And there are many other symptoms like emotional overwhelming. How do you understand, like if I say that you are facing emotional negative emotional issues within you, so how can you explain it in your own words? What kind of negative emotions one can feel?
Can you elaborate more? so that I
Yeah.
can.
Okay, okay. So, see, mental health includes your emotional, psychological, okay,
Yeah.
and social well-being. Okay, everything
Yes.
comes in under this mental health. So, like
Yeah.
emotional issues, like your mood swings. Suddenly you feel good, and then all of a sudden you start crying. Okay, you have a kind of irritability. You have self-doubting thoughts.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
When you have, negative thoughts, you keep blaming yourself. You feel guilty. You have an ample amount of, negative feelings within you. We have
Yeah. Yeah.
different
Yeah.
names of it, like anxiety. Okay, so these are emotional issues. Like you said,
Okay.
that emotional trouble, emotional issues nobody can see,
Yes.
right?
So you are like you are asking that how I can deal with that, right?
Yes, how you can deal with that and what do you understand by, or if you have ever faced your emotional uh, trauma, so you can share
Okay.
how it looks
So
like.
yeah. Okay. So I haven't faced as such a trauma, but yeah, I have faced so many time that I self doubt and not being able to express myself and not being able to do any work whatever I wanted to do, and I'm not doing what I actually wanted to do. So that time I think actually I'm an overthinker. So most of the time I think and very trivial thing. So that might be not that important for me, but I think because it's habit.
Hmm.
So after thinking a lot, then I sometimes I feel depressed and sometimes anxious about that thing, about my career, and sometimes family issues, and there are so many things. But I don't want to rely on the others, and I think I always think that no one going to help you to get rid of your thoughts. You are the
Hmm.
only one you can help yourself,
Yourself.
and that thing made me uh, that thing uh, means made me do such a thing which could help me to get over it. Sometime I doubt myself, and that time what exactly I do, I listen some good music, I read some good books. Sometimes I feel that my life is directionless. I'm not worth of anything. I'm feel worthless. I'm not good
Hmm.
for nothing. So,
Hmm.
I'm good for nothing. So that time I rely on the thing which is not which is non-living thing, like books, podcast. There are so many things out there, like social media. We have YouTube, we have podcast. So I try to listen those influencer,
Hmm.
and I try to listen good content, and try to read some books. I randomly search on the Google and I try to read that book so that I can uplift myself, and that's how I deal with it. And sometime most of the time I'm with my family. So so most of the time I don't feel that way, but sometimes it happen.
Hmm.
So that's how I deal with it. Yeah.
So sometimes you face these problems,
Yeah.
sometimes not. And
Yeah.
now you know that these are the techniques. While using this technique, you can at least you can have some relief. I don't think so you can overcome completely, but at least you have some kind of relief. Okay. So
Yeah, because
yes.
yeah,
No, yes, yes.
because so yeah, because that is not actually trauma or anything. That not a severe issue, so we can deal with it, but we should know how to deal with uh, how to deal with the situation. And I'm the I'm the I don't have a friend, so I don't rely on them, so I
Hmm.
don't have so many heartbreaks. So if you are expecting something from someone, so that time you can have these issues, like
Hmm.
if you feel sadness, you feel low, if someone avoid you, then you can get this trauma. And there are so many relationship issue as well. So
Hmm.
I'm not much that into it, so I don't have a reason to be sad. And most of the time I am with my family, so I don't feel lonely. Yeah, but I feel alone. Means lonely and alone, it's two different thing, lonely means
Okay.
you are sitting
With your
alone,
family.
and
Okay.
you are
Yes. Okay, okay. Yes, please.
means I feel so, because lonely and alone, it's two different thing.
Hmm.
Lonely means you are sitting alone, but you are grave. You are in some kind of thinking, and you are very sad. And
Hmm.
alone means you are happy, and you are enjoying being alone.
Yes.
So I sometimes I alone but not lonely. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, I got your point. So basically, you're trying to say that sometimes you love that me time, I could say, when you spend that time to yourself and you enjoy that period of time. But sometimes
Yes.
it may happen that even though you are sitting with your family and still you feel loneliness. Okay, so this is a different, yeah, it happens
Yes.
with many people. It happens with many people. And I mean, because of your mental health or because of that feeling, okay,
Mm.
no matter what, how many people you are surrounded with, you still feel alone. You have that hopelessness, emptiness. Okay? These feelings you have. And, when some people, uh, face this problem in initial days, so that person itself is not able to understand what is going on with me. Correct?
Yes. Right. Right. Yeah.
I
Correct.
have
Totally correct.
everything. I have everything what I want in my life. And I have that understanding. If something I don't have, even though I'm understandable for that. Okay. But I don't know why I feel sad. Why this sadness is coming to me. This emptiness is coming to me. And then people keep wondering, keep thinking, keep trying to get answer for this question that why I'm feeling so. So this is one problem. And the moment you realize that, okay, this is something I'm going through. So the second challenge will come that how you make other people to understand that, okay, I'm facing this problem. How can I deal with? Or you guys are there, please help me. So
Yes.
this is
Right.
something we are lacking as a citizen or as a society. Correct. So,
Yes. Right. Totally.
because nobody talks about that, that's why people are not able to understand that they are going through this problem like you
Yes.
have talked. So now because of Google and YouTube, people are aware nowadays. They can just search about their symptoms and they can find the answers.
Yes.
Okay, so these are the things. But even though people are reluctant to talk about that, and people are reluctant to accept that yes, I'm
Mm.
facing this issue. This is another thing I would like to bring your attention to this, that when it comes to talk about mental health, we are like,
Hmm.
I'm not facing this problem. Those people are facing this problem. I'm
Yeah,
not
right,
like
right.
I'm perfectly fine. I don't have any issue.
Yeah.
This tendency we have, and we are reluctant to share our own experience. How do you think about that?
Yeah, people think that way, but that's not the case. Means everyone can face this issue. You know, I browsing over the this topic, and I came across one video which is uh, which is uh, Deepika Padukone's video. So I watched that video, and uh, she talk about her mental health issue, because she had faced that issue. And she talk about so many things, the way she tackled that problem, and uh, what exactly happened with her. And means we can say that, means everyone can think that how could she face this problem, because she has fame, she has money, she has everything, whatever she want. Then
Hmm.
how could she face this type of mental illness? But this could be happen with everyone, because everyone has their own challenges. So uh, I think it can't we can't say that means it has a limit, or it has some what we can say, age limit, or you know.
No limit for mm, to have this mental illness, and we cannot
Yes, yes.
create any criteria that those people
Yeah,
can face
right.
this problem and those people cannot face this problem. So there is no
Yeah.
restriction when it comes to face this mental illness, right? This is something you're talking about.
Yes, right. Yeah.
Correct, correct. So these people are sharing their own issues. That's why these nowadays people are talking about that, like
Yeah.
celebrities and many other people, influencers, YouTubers, they are speaking. One thing I would like to tell you, Yogita, being a woman, I think that women are more, uh, women are facing more this challenge because of their, hormonal changes issues. I can share my own story, like at this point of time when I am almost I have crossed 35, and because of this things, because of my periods, every month I have faced such kind of symptoms, and sometimes I'm not able to cope up with those symptoms. It affects my daily routine, it affects my way of thinking, it affects my proficiency, okay,
Yeah.
my
Right.
ability to work, and I couldn't
Yeah.
concentrate. So these are things, we are facing. Women are more facing this problem, and they're more vulnerable because they cannot share this problem to anybody, okay.
Yes, right.
So this is the biggest challenge for everybody, but personally I'm talking, I just want to give my own touch in this conversation, that that you really have problems, and by talking your own experience, your own problems, your own trouble, you can create an awareness where people can share, because there are there are many people who are facing this problem, and because of that they have suicidal thought as well. And we have been seeing that how these suicidal cases have been increasing day by day, right? So if
Yeah.
you are able to share your own experience, and if you can generate the capability to listen somebody else, to connect with somebody else and to understand their problem, so you can help somebody, you can save one life, or
Yes.
So these are things we can initiate, and I think we should talk and accept this is
Yeah.
something society should understand, that okay, this problem really exists. So you can't deny
Yes.
that this is not a problem. This is a problem, but like we have physical problems, in similar way we have mental issues, and
Yes.
the moment you acknowledge, the moment you understand your own problem, then automatically you will get solutions. Like you have talked that I
Yeah.
have I practice these kind of things, reading books or listening music, or for some, everybody has their own symptoms and everybody has their own solutions. Okay, so
Yeah.
this is how we can create an awareness. And one thing I would like to tell you, that if you know somebody that that person is facing this problem, never leave that person alone. I know
Yeah. Right.
we have this tendency, if we face such problem, we tend to leave alone. But being
Yeah.
alone
Right.
can increase your problem double,
Yeah. Right. Right.
because you
Yeah.
have
We
nothing.
need.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. You can continue.
No, no. Actually, we have 4 minutes. So, yeah, I just want to conclude with these things, that never leave a person alone, because being alone can create, can worsen the situation. And another
Yes.
thing is that uh, show empathy, try to pamper that person, try to give assurance that I'm here for you.
Yeah.
I will take care of you. Say
Yeah.
anything what you want to say. I'm here to listen you, and I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to listen you. So be
Yeah. Yeah.
like I'm talking right now. So I want myself to be like that, so that I can help somebody if somebody is there. So
Yes. Right.
there are many people who are lucky that they are not facing this problem, but they can be a person who can help others by understanding this, by listening other story and everything. So try to be
Yes.
more, uh, how to say, like, there is a word, I'm not getting that word right now, but yeah, let it be. Yes, what do you want to say on this? What is your take on this?
Yeah, so yeah, you whatever you say that never leave that person alone. It's completely I agree with that because that time we need emotional support, and
Hmm.
without emotional support, this illness can be cured. And we need to assure that person that there are the good news is we have a treatment for that, and we can deal with that problem effectively.
Hmm.
There are so many things we can uh, do for that illness, we can go to the therapist and medicine, some system changes, and some habit changes. We can do so many things and we can cure that problem. But we need to, and means we need to recognize the recovery process, because it's a personal journey. Because
Hmm.
if some technique are working for me, that technique can't be uh, work for you. You can may need different technique. So we need to understand that as well. And we yeah, so we need to support that person, and we should not leave that person alone. So yeah.
Correct. Also, if anybody is facing this problem severely and not able to cope up with their daily life, their daily routine, or not able to, do their work, so don't hesitate to visit to the doctor, because the moment
Yeah.
you say that a psychologist or psychiatrist, people
Yeah.
have,
uh,
you can see the facial expression of people. Oh, so you are about
yeah.
to meet with psychologist, are you mad? So
Yeah.
this kind of terms, sentences. Are you
Stigma.
crazy?
Yeah.
Right? Stigma. Are you, and if you, I mean, we just need to understand that these are things very common. And like we have physician, general physician. Similarly, we have psychiatrist, we have psychologist, and there is no problem to meet with
Which
them.
is,
Yeah.
yeah.
So we need to understand this. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Yogita, we have only 1 minute left. All right.
Yes. Yeah.
So I think we have talked enough. There are so many things we have talked, but still there are many other points need to be, spoken. But anyways, this is a very good talk, and I feel that we can have more talks on this